let me just start this video by saying, no, I'm not going to ask you for any money. What's going on tonight, guys? If you read the title of the video, you know it's going to be about Patreon. I want to talk about it for a little bit. I'm not going to ask you for any money to be donated to Patreon, and I'm also not going to bash Patreon. I want to have a little bit of a conversation about it. So for those of you not familiar with what Patreon is, I guess the best way to describe it is like a crowdfunding site or crowdfunding platform. Not like GoFundMe where people are just begging for money. This is more so for people that have creators, I should say, that have some sort of audience that start up, you know, a Patreon account, and it allows their supporters, their fans, whatever you want to call them, people that support what they're doing, a way to donate money to them, to allow them to keep doing whatever their art or whatever their whatever the thing is that the people want to support. So I'm just going to talk about it from a YouTuber standpoint and not from the standpoint of like a painter or a movie maker or a musician or anything like that. Just from a YouTuber standpoint, because we're on YouTube right now and that makes the most sense. So the two main ways it would work is you would go on, if you were a supporter of someone's YouTube channel and want to be a Patreon, you would go on and you basically have two main ways you can support them. You can donate money based on a monthly basis, or you can donate money based on a per video basis. And you can also cap that monthly, is my understanding. So if you were to say, I'm willing to pledge $2 per video, but I don't want to go over $8 a month, and someone were to make 10 videos that month, well, you would only still pledge a total of $8. It would cap you out. That's my understanding. I've never really used it before. So now that you kind of have an idea of what Patreon is, I'm making this video because I want to get your all's thoughts on it. I want to get the thoughts of both the, we'll just call it YouTube watcher and the video creator, both. And I know video creators are also YouTube watchers, but it's a little bit different standpoint when you make your own videos. You might have some different thoughts than people that just enjoy watching them and don't really make videos of their own. So I want to start with just like the general YouTube user, not necessarily the video creator, but maybe you've created a video or two, but you're not, you know, you're not consistently uploading. You just like watching videos. What would your thoughts be if your favorite YouTuber or one of your favorite YouTubers came out and said, hey, I started a Patreon account, and if you want to learn more about how you can donate money to keep these projects going, you know, check out the link below. What would your reaction be? Would you go, man, I can't believe he just did that, and how dare you ask me for money and I'm unsubscribing? Or would you be totally on the opposite side and go, man, I really like what this guy does and I'd love to support and help out in any way I can, so yeah, I'll donate a few bucks a month to make sure the videos keep coming out. Or maybe you're somewhere in the middle and you just kind of ignore the request for donations or pledges, whatever you want to call them, but you continue to watch their videos anyway. I'm just curious your thoughts on it. I'm not asking you guys to like, as like a test group here, to go, oh, well, if you guys are all into it, click on my Patreon account. I'm not doing that. I'm just generally want to know what you guys think about it. And then for you YouTube creators, those of you guys that watch my videos, and I probably watch yours, and you're uploading on a pretty consistent basis, have you thought of using Patreon? Have you set up an account? Hell, some of you may even be using it right now. Have you had decent results? I'm kind of curious, you know, what type of rewards you've set up, you know, how do people like them, what's the response been? I really just have a general curiosity about, you know, how it's working for everybody. So be sure to let me know in the comment section below. You don't really have to identify if you're a creator or just a watcher. I mean, those of you that make videos, I mean, I know where you're coming from. Like I said, I'm probably subbed to most of you guys, but I genuinely just want to know your thoughts and what you think of Patreon. But this is a two-way street, and it wouldn't be fair for me to ask you guys what you think and not tell you what I think. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of split on the whole thing. You know, it's not a GoFundMe, but to me it starts to feel just a little bit like that, but not quite. And I'm not knocking anybody that uses a Patreon account. One of my favorite YouTube channels, Ride, he has readily admitted that if it weren't for his Patreons, he wouldn't be able to do that full time and continue to put out the quality and quantity of videos he's making. And you know, I understand he's got some pretty cool rewards and he really interacts well with his Patreon crowd. You know, back on the rewards there for a second, I almost look at that as a, I mean, it's nice to be able to give back to your community that are supporting you, but, you know, does it end up working out financially well for the creator if you don't have that many Patreons and you're spending a lot of extra time? The whole idea was, you know, it supplements your income a little bit so you can continue to make better and better videos. But maybe if you're only pulling in $5–10 extra a month, but you know, you're spending an extra 6–7 hours with your Patreon members on special rewards, you know, is your regular content, is it going to drop off a little bit because now you've got less time to dedicate to it? And that's why I'm kind of split on it. I don't really have an answer. I'm just, like I said, I just kind of wanted to find out what you guys thought about it tonight. If I'm, you know, full disclosure, I do have a Patreon account. No, you can't donate to it because it's not set up that way. The only reason I signed up for one, and it's probably been maybe back late last year, you do get a URL, you know, a custom URL with it. So I wanted the Two Wheeled Rider URL for 2 reasons. One, if for some reason I were ever decide to use it, I've got it. And 2, so no one else can squat on it and, you know, use my Two Wheeled Rider name for any sort of purpose. So, but I'm not using it. I'm not asking you guys for any money. The only things I have available that, you know, you can even support outside of just watching my videos, and I greatly appreciate that, is you guys have heard me plug my book a dozen times, but you know, that's it. I do have stickers. By the way, we will be getting new stickers in here pretty soon, but I don't even charge for those. I mail those out free of charge anywhere in the world. I drop them into, if you guys ever want one, my email address is in the description below. Wow, there's a little some crap in the road there. Felt the rear end get a little loose. Anyway, my email is in the description down below, I believe, or visit twowheeledrider.com and you can get it. And just send me an email, send me your mailing address, and I'll mail you some stickers out. But hang tight a little bit because we're really low on stock, and I've got some new ones coming in here pretty soon, and I think they're going to be pretty cool. But, you know, I've even had people email me and ask me about merch. Hey, do you have merchandise? Don't expect that anytime soon. I know some Back in the Garage t-shirts have showed up with me wearing them and some of my friends wearing them. Those are just prototypes. We're playing around with some things. We're really just having fun with it. I'm not going to turn this channel into the Home Shopping Network. I plan on just doing what I've been doing, you know, hopefully making either informative or entertaining or informative, entertaining motorcycle videos for you guys to watch. And once again, I appreciate everyone's support that's clicking on that play button every Monday and Thursday and hitting the thumbs up button. Even those of you hitting the thumbs down button, thank you at least for watching, and especially those of you guys commenting. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up tonight's video, and again, I'm just kind of looking for your thoughts on this whole Patreon thing. I just want to know where everybody stands, because like I said, I really haven't totally made my mind up. I'm cool with the people that have them, just not sure it's something for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button. Obviously, I would love to read your comments and thoughts about Patreon in the comment section below. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon. Wow, 2 vlogs in 1 week. What the hell's going on here?